Alright everyone, another week, another Odyssey. I was about to click the collection event. Let's get into it. Straight up, oh, Creatorforce, eh? Okay, let's see what happens here. These three maps don't look too horrible. And they didn't change, even better. Okay, Sungrow and Camoon. Okay, interesting, by Creatorforce. Remember, balloons will regrow when the sun rises. Balloons will become camouflaged when the moon appears. Ooh, I like the idea. Bit of themes going on here. So in theory, all will regrow here. Camouflaged, regrow, camouflaged, regrow. Something like that. Regrow, camouflaged, regrow, okay, cool. Right, resort double HP mobs 25 to 65 should be chill. No selling, all regrow, and regrow rate has increased. Okay, that should be fine. It's on an easy map. The cabin hard reverse 25 to 65 all camo. Ceramic health has increased and balloon speed is increased, so we'll need to watch out for that one. 300% regrow rate, all regrow, hard standard covered gardens. I mean, with 15,000 you can do quite a bit if we're given something like a heli or a plane to start with. Or even a sniper or darling, any of those long-ranged, doesn't really matter where you put them, towers. So that should be alright. Haunted, hard standard 20 to 65, all camo. Mob health slightly increased, balloon speed slightly increased, that shouldn't be too crazy. And, oh, I see. Oh, and this goes to 81. Okay, that's not awful. But this, skates, hard, alternate balloons round, 61 to 100, 45,000 to start, that's going to be necessary. All regrow rate is 500%, Moab speed is slightly slower. Now the painful part about this is I'm almost certain round 100 will be a fortified bad. So that's a thing. Anyway, we can forget about that for now, because we're over here. Right, what other towers do we have? Oh my god, and things are limited. Yay, cool. Okay, but oh, Azili and Adora also on theme. Well, I'm definitely going Azili. Not because I think Azili's better, but because of that last map being a fortified bad. Azili's the one to take it the fuck down. Right, sniper, yes. Free-ranged wizard, hell yes. Farm that only has good upgrades, definitely. Alchemist, maybe one village. We'll see if we need anything else. I mean, we could get an Inferno ring. Inferno ring's pretty nice, but we do have all three parts of the wizard. Speaking of, the wizard's going to be the next Paragon, so, you know, if we just somehow delay this Odyssey for maybe a couple of months, we'll be able to just put down a Wizard Paragon instead. Do we want a Super Monkey? How do we feel about Super Monkeys? Because between a Super Monkey and a attack shooter, I'd want a attack shooter for better starts, but we've got a lot of money to start off with, so probably Super Monkeys actually. And then give me a couple more of those and maybe one other. Let's go one other super. Alright, but we definitely want as many farms as we can put, especially because of that last map. So, wait, did I do that properly? Hold on. Let me go back. I thought, did that say 11 out of 12? Did that say 11 out of 12? Could I have put something else in? I'm dumb. You know what? It doesn't matter. Whatever I've got now is what I'll keep. Screw it. I'll make it work if it doesn't. Okay, so let's do this to start off with. Round 25, and this one's all regrow because the sun's out. Sun's out, guns out. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter what it is if we've got a necromancer on our side, does it? Ooh, almost a wall of fire, but that's okay. That can be arranged. All right, but yeah, anytime balloon speed is increased heavily, like just any point in time, I always go for a necromancer. You know, if they're going faster, make them run into a brick wall. It's like my most famous saying. if someone's running really fast, the most appropriate thing to do is to trip them into a brick wall. I say it all the time, honestly. But no, also, I will warn you, I will most certainly be ranting at some point during this Odyssey. Whether it's this part 1, probably will be, spoiler alert, or if it's part 2, I will most certainly be ranting about work. Anyway, that's not the point. Right now, we're resting and relaxing, because I just got home from work. Not even a joke. Genuinely just got home. Like, I was late, technically, to the Odyssey. The Odyssey releases at 4, I was here at like 4:06. Typically, I'm here well before the Odyssey starts after work, and I can just get a head start real quick. But for some reason, my dumbass... Yeah, okay, let's get into it now, shall we? My dumbass, right? Typically, this is how my workday started. It was very chill. Loved it. Got switched onto something that I was kinda not a big fan of, but I got over it fairly quickly. Got the job done nice and easy. But during that time that I was working on the less than fun part of the job, right? I was approached, and I was asked by a very nice, very kind person on my team, if I could stay back for an hour or so to help do some decanting. And I don't know why, but every time I hear the word decanting, I immediately think some sort of alcohol or wine. But I've done decanting before, and essentially what it was just ripping things out of one box and putting them into another. I don't know how accurate that is as a definition for decanting, but that's what we did. So that's what I was assuming we would be doing again. So the last time I did decanting, we were in the production room, so it was nice and chill, nice and calm. And also, I get a very strong feeling my mum's about to interrupt me anytime now, so just be aware if there's a jump cut anytime soon. But yes, so last time I did decanting, we were doing it in the production room. It was nice and chill. We were doing it for fish. So we were taking the fish that was packaged outside of their cardboard boxes and putting them inside of our black crates so we could load them up and people could put them in the right areas. Why? Oh, we can actually place where the totem goes. That's nice. Anyway, so today when I was asked, would you be able to stay back an hour to do some decanting? My dumbass said yes. Admittedly, at the time, I was just thinking, yeah, I got nothing to do anytime soon, you know, if it only takes an hour, I'll still make it back for the Odyssey. And to be fair, I kinda did. But here's the thing, and this is the big problem. Last time I did decanting, it was for fish. It was in the production room. Didn't take all that long, to be honest. In fact, it didn't take that long because I didn't have a lot of time, because we were doing it before the official workday started. And so when the official workday started, I had to go back and do my regular job. So I didn't get to do decanting for long, but my experience with it was, hey, this is kind of fine. I'm happy with this. This is cool. Very cool. If someone asks me to do this in the future, I will happily say yes. My mistake today, because for some fucking reason, the things we were decanting, some of them were dodgy as fuck. Some of them, like, today was cans, right? So canned goods. Some of them were rusty. Others had dents in them. And some just straight up smelled like they were off. It was nasty, to say the least. So we had to essentially do decanting and sort out which were good and which were shit. Admittedly, there weren't that many shit ones, and it wasn't that big of a deal. The bad part of this whole situation is that I live in Australia, and it is approaching summer. I hate the heat, because I already run quite high temperature-wise, and so Australian summer plus me just don't really mix very well. And you might say to yourself, oh, well, that's fine, you work in a fucking freezer all day. There's nothing wrong with that. And you know what? You are correct. If I can work as many days of summer as I can possibly get, I will be the happiest motherfucker in the planet, right? The problem here is that for some reason, well, actually, they told us the reason, but because some of these cans were messed up, dented, rusted, generally just shit, they didn't want to keep them with the rest of the goods, which makes sense. However, what didn't make sense to me is why they had to put it outside. That's right, they put it outside in the boiling heat. It was not a cool and breezy day today. It was just boiling hot, humid as fuck. And so all of us, by the way, we're required to wear long pants and long sleeves while we work because, I don't know, safety, I guess, but not when we're outside. So we didn't know we'd be working outside. And obviously we all came to work assuming we'd need our long pants and long shirt. So we were just working outside in the boiling heat, sweating our asses off, trying to figure out which of these cans smelled like shit. Are we good here? Let's activate Azili's ability here, because that will help us with the regrow problem. We will also do this to help us further with the regrow problem, and just buff a bunch of our towers. Cool. But yeah, so what I assumed from my first trip decanting down memory lane of, oh, we're just taking things out of one box, putting them into another, very chill, very calm, it'll only take an hour, easy peasy business. Turned into, we're immediately outside in the boiling heat with shit that smells awful. We have to decide which one of those is awful by examining each and every one of them and putting them either in a shit pile or a good pile. Outside in the boiling heat once again. And it took us like 2 hours. Twice the amount of time that we were told it would take. So yeah, I'm a little late to the Odyssey. And that's fine. That's fine. But goddamn, I've had a shit day. It was going so well. Oh, and on top of all that, I may have mentioned at some point that I was approached and told us to do decanting for an hour after work, right? So that I still don't have any problems with. You know, I walked into that face first. I completely could have said no. I had the option to say no. I just didn't. And that's on me. I will accept and bear the responsibility of that. However, oh, fuck you, purples. Goddamn purples, ruining my day. However, earlier in this same day, oh, this could work. Not really. Okay. Earlier in this same day, let's just super monkey it. No, but he needs camo. Can you get camo? You might be able to get camo. How can you get camo? Sorry, I'm just stupid at the moment. I can't think straight. I can't give you camo like that. Oh, I'm so annoyed. Right. Just raw damage. Just solve the problem with... Oh my god, we're $20 off of that. Yeah, that sucks. Alright. Right, well, if you can deal with all the purples, this guy can deal with all the rest. Deal. You help him out. I don't trust him working by himself. Right. So, on top of me already having to stay back for the whole decanting situation, and that taking 3 hours, give or take, I was also approached today, and the very first question they asked me was, "Hey, are you rostered on to work tomorrow?" And I was like, no, I'm not. And then the following question, once again, I chose the wrong dialogue option here. The following question was, would you like to? Would you like to work tomorrow? And I said yes. Well, I didn't say yes. I said I can do. And then that wasn't good enough, apparently. They saw through my deception. And they were just like, okay, so that means yes? And they made me confirm it. They made me confirm it. And I was like, oh, yes, sure, okay, I'll do it. So now, this is probably why my days suddenly turned to crap. Is because, number one, I had promised to stay back an extra hour after work, which isn't that bad. It's not that bad. But on top of that, I also told them, yeah, I'll work tomorrow. Why not? Why not? What could go wrong? So yeah, not the greatest of days. Very long lasting. Really dragged out today. I don't know why. Halfway through it, I figured we would be done soon. I was very wrong. Okay. Can we get a necromancer at some point here? Because Wall of Fire is absolute garbage right now without some sort of summoning potential of balloons. Admittedly, the balloon speed is quite high. So that's why this is actually a problem and why I've been struggling to find a decent start. Are we good here? Are we good here? Are we good here? Oh, we're so good here. There it is. Okay. Introducing the brick wall. Oh, but yeah. Not a great work day, but not the worst work day I've had. So there's always a bright side. Plus, I got to come home to 2 of my packages being delivered today, which was very nice. I have not opened them yet. So I've still got my spirits high. They can try and break me down all they want. And let's also focus on the positives. I got paid for that extra hour or 2 of work that I put in. And so did everybody else that was stuck with me. So good for us. Let's do this. Oh my god, yeah, I just realized it's all camo and this guy didn't have camo detection. Oh, poor bastard. He was just waiting for the necromancer to remove the camo property. Oh, poor guy. I feel real bad now. Okay, I don't know if we'll have enough firepower for this, but we will find out. Larger caliber. Please do work. Yep. As I thought. Almost hit restart there. That would have been awful. Right. What can we do in this situation? Larger caliber certainly contributed. What if we just get something like an alchemist? Just nice and easy perishing potions. See how that goes. It might have a pretty solid effect, to be honest. Perishing potions is always a solid answer a lot of the times. Is it enough? Not quite. Similar situation to what we had before, if not slightly worse. Okay. The sad part is I really need to defeat that moab before it hits the necromancer balloons. So we might just have to sell something. What can we sell? I guess this guy. And we will purchase a super monkey. With some range. How's that work? Does that do anything for us? Oh, it seems to be doing pretty well. Certainly not horrible. Hey, there it is. There it is. See, necromancer needed to get a couple of hits in there, really. Otherwise, we were kind of just in the shit for a while. All right, let's get this back. I need that moneymaker. Okay. So good, so good. I hope you guys are all having a better day than I am, but at the same time, like I said, optimism. Let's focus on the fact that I'm earning money, which is a great thing, by the way. I don't even care what people say. If you just get a job, it doesn't even matter what it is. Like, I've been saying this to my family for years and none of them believe me. Going from an income of 0 to an income of anything is always better. Like, don't get me wrong, there are jobs that will absolutely take advantage of you, and it probably would be better for you to look for a different job rather than, you know, be taken advantage of like that. But, you know, if you outweigh the pros and cons, or if the pros outweighs the cons, then, I mean, if you can, generally, if you're living in a good area, jobs just come down to how long can you put up with it for. If you can put up with it for a long time and it's not hard work, and it pays relatively well, or at least enough for you to continue living and maybe have a bit to spend on fun times, then hell yeah. You know? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not getting paid billions of dollars a week, but I'm getting enough for me to be happy. Hell yeah. Give extra camo detection, extra pierce, attack range, attack speed, and projectile speed to nearby monkeys, especially wizard monkeys. Has that always been a thing? Especially wizard monkeys? Huh. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but I didn't realize that was a thing. Let's get you some vision, shall we? Actually contribute a little harder there. Oh yeah, you need to be semi-automatic as well. Luckily we've managed to get our farms up in time, so we should be able to get ahead of the difficulty curve here. Nice. And I do like me a good bouncing bullet. I know there's more upgrades available to me if I go the hot path instead, but I just really enjoy bouncing bullet. It's such a nice upgrade. What else to get? Dark Knight? Perhaps? Okay, yeah. Yeah, why not? We'll get Dark Knight. Actually, I should probably focus on, like, fully auto rifle and actually getting a 5th tier here. Because we're gonna need it for 63. Luckily, 63 won't change too much, considering it'll just be camouflaged, but we do need to watch out for the fact that camo leads are a thing. Because leads come out in between those 63 waves, and, you know, you may not think 63 with camo detection, or with all camo balloons is that big of a threat, but you need to remember that there's leads between the waves. So if you've got something that can just pop leads, and you've got something that can just pop camo balloons, you're gonna have a shit time on 63. Okay, Elite Defender's coming up fairly soon. This will be good. Yeah, that was a pretty good high point for my day, actually. When I went on break and I checked my phone and it said, "Hey, a parcel has just been delivered to your house." And I was like, "Thank fuck." Ooh, this one's from Canada. Cool. Yeah, I honestly, that's also the most dangerous part of my day. I was telling this to my mate at work as well. I was like, break is like the most dangerous part of my day. I should just not have it and you know, just keep going back to work. Because honestly, 90% of the time I'm on break, I'm on eBay. And I'm looking for things. It is a very slippery slope. There's been quite a few times where I've purchased things on eBay at work. And goddamn, one of these boxes right next to me is definitely one of them. Because, actually, I was weighing this one up with a mate. Because I said to him, should I spend X amount of money buying something off eBay right now? He goes, what is it? I say, oh, it's Yu-Gi-Oh cards. He goes, do you have someone that'll play with you? I was like, yeah. And then he looked at me and he goes, do you have someone that will play with you? I was like, yeah, sure, definitely, somewhat. Yeah. And so he goes, yeah, alright, go for it, buy them. And for some reason, that was all the convincing I needed. So I bought it. And this particular package, oh no, the video is almost over, shit. This particular package, right, Essentially, it's a big booster box of a bunch of different booster packs for Yu-Gi-Oh! And if I manage to get one particular card out of this box, I could sell it for twice the price of the actual box itself. Just one card. One card. Doesn't even matter what rarity it is. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. They're selling for fucking 300, 200 minimum. It's crazy. Anyway, that is gonna do it for Sungrow and Camoon by Creatorforce. I like the idea. I really do. Making it day and nighttime maps, alternating which ones get certain difficulty spikes. Okay, I enjoy it. So, as usual, part 2 will be released tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care and have a great week, everybody.